7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Welcome to a Wednesday morning. It's the 11th day of June. Time for a look at today's news. Well, the Amador County Board of Supervisors will seek outside help to address recent problems with county elections. Meeting Tuesday morning, the board voted to move forward with the hiring of an independent election consultant to examine Amador County's procedures and methods when conducting a vote. The June primary was marred by a shortage of ballots at polling places throughout the county, as well as complaints about errors in printed election materials mailed out by the county and failures by polling workers to follow election rules and procedures. The board allocated up to $25,000 to hire that consultant, with the goal being a completion of work before the general election in November. In other business, the supervisors voted to direct $1 million in annual mitigation funds from the Buena Vista Rancheria to road repairs in the vicinity of the now under construction Buena Vista Casino. The Rancheria will donate $1 million a year as part of its gaming agreement with the county. Repairs will be focused at 3 sections of Comanche Road, as well as sections of Comanche Parkway, Kern, and Reservation Roads. The board also directed the ending of a program to offer office hours for veterans services at an upcountry location due to lack of sign-ups from local veterans. VA Service Officer Terry Sanders will continue to operate out of the American Legion Hall on Sutter Hill.
Calaveras County Sheriff officials released new information yesterday regarding last Thursday's officer-involved shooting death of 38-year-old John Corrigan in Mountain Ranch. Officials now reveal a total of 12 shots were fired by 2 Calaveras sheriff deputies and 1 CHP officer. Corrigan struck 3 times, once in the arm, twice in the back, near the lower right side, and middle. Investigators still awaiting toxicology results taken during Corrigan's autopsy. Sheriff officials say the shots fired after Corrigan pointed the weapon and its red laser dot at law enforcement, then turned the gun towards a residence on Mountain Ranch Road. According to sheriff officials, it was then that the officers fired their weapons out of concern for safety of anyone possibly inside that home, as well as passing motorists. The investigation has revealed Corrigan was actually brandishing an automatic air rifle capable of shooting multiple rounds of metal projectiles like BBs or pellets. As part of the investigation, Corrigan's Mountain Ranch Road residence was searched. A firearm and controlled substance were seized from the home. The multi-agency investigation remains ongoing.
And if you travel Latrobe Road, whether for business or pleasure, look for an increased presence by law enforcement. Due to recent complaints regarding vehicles passing over double yellow lines, the Amador Area CHP will be beefing up patrols in the Latrobe Road area. The CHP reminds us we all must do our part to keep this stretch of the roadway safe in Amador County. Remember, there are no legal or safe places to pass on Latrobe Road along the Amador County stretch. I didn't realize that, did you?
I did.
Did you? I didn't realize that. So drive carefully, folks out there.
Well, with more hot weather headed our way, here's a question from Cal Fire. Are you doing the right thing the wrong way? For example, trying to eliminate the fire hazard around your home and in the process starting a wildland fire? Well, each year, CAL FIRE responds to more than 1,600 fires started by Californians using equipment the wrong way. Whether working to create a defensible space around your home, just mowing the lawn, or pulling your dirt bike over to the side of the road, if you live in a wildland area, you need to use all equipment responsibly. Lawn mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, grinders, welders, tractors, and trimmers can all spark a wildland fire. Do all yard maintenance that requires a gas or electrical motor before 10 a.m., not in the heat of the day or when the wind is blowing. Also remember, hot exhaust pipes and mufflers can start fires you won't even see till it's too late. Don't pull off the road into dry grass or brush, and always keep a cell phone nearby. Call 911 in the case of a fire. Do your part the right way to keep our community fire safe.
And ACART's next monthly meeting will be tonight at 6 o'clock at the Amador County Fairgrounds. You may have heard Supervisor Forrester talk about it during his report. Members and interested guests can use the Locust Street entrance by the arena and meet in the livestock area. Tonight's training will include a tour of the fairgrounds area and a discussion on how to set up an emergency shelter, research optional shelter areas, and give everyone a chance to familiarize themselves with the new equipment trailers. During the recent Irish fire, ACART volunteers worked throughout the 2 days with no sleep to staff and manage animal care and shelter for the Irish fire animals. In a shelter operation, there are countless tasks and duties, including initial assessment of the grounds for shelter, intake, feed and cleaning, veterinary considerations when they necessitate, when they're needed, grounds cleanup, and all that, just to name a few. Guests are welcome tonight. This is your chance to learn and understand better why and how ACART fits into the emergency response system in Amador County Animal Response Team, ACART. Now, there may have been some confusion of the way that Supervisor Forrester delivered his report on thanking ACART. ACART does not go out and pick up animals from locations. Animals are brought to them, and then they shelter and house and care for the animals. So just want to clear that point up there with you.
And more road closures scheduled this week here in the city of Jackson. PG&E and Vulcan Construction will close Peak Street to traffic today and tomorrow. All vehicles and pedestrians traveling are required to select an alternate route. Residents and all other traffic entering and exiting the area must follow detours. Detours will be in place on Schober Avenue and Perry Street. Again, that is today and tomorrow.
Now, why can't I say that word? Can you say that word?
Necessitated.
Necessitated. When necessitated. All right.
Hey, I couldn't say community for 5 years.
When needed. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Wednesday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, visit our website, kvgcradio.com.